What is up, everybody? Jason, aka Jester, and today is a really special day for multiple reasons. One of which is not these damn flies that keep flying around. One, today is the first day that we're actually shooting with the new camera and the new microphone, so hopefully everything's going to look better, sound better. Number two, I'm going to talk to you guys about something that I haven't really spoken much in public about, and that's going to be the situation that happened a few months back with Mom. What most of my friends know, and not many people here know, is that I lost my mother, or the family lost our mom, the week of Mother's Day. And it's been a really tough adjustment. We've had some time now to kind of get through it. But please indulge me for just a minute while I tell you a quick story. When I was young, I got into cooking when I was really young, 6, 7 years old. I wanted to be in the kitchen. I just had an affinity for working with food, and I really loved it. And Mom was pretty much in the kitchen. Now, she always worked a full-time job, and Dad worked a full-time job, and God knows that we were always running around doing soccer or baseball or whatever it might be. Like, there was always something going on. But it never failed that we would always have a hot meal on the table pretty much every night. And it took me until I got out, into the real world pretty much before I realized that the meatloaf Mom used to make is not a common thing. I got out and I started seeing all the meatloafs that had the big honking green peppers and onions and the ketchup on them. I'm like, that's not meatloaf. Today, I'm going to try to honor my mom, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make her meatloaf. That's going to fall under the $20 budget category. And then I'm going to make another version that's a little more my style, and we're just going to see how it goes. So basically what we have here is 2.5 pounds each of ground beef and ground pork. There's some diced onion that's going to go in one of the two. We're going to be adding just a few of these eggs, a little bit of the the Casey Masterpiece original barbecue sauce, because that's what she always used every time. And then we're going to be using as our binder just actual crackers, because that's every time what she did. There wasn't any panko kind of stuff back then. That's what she used was crackers, so we're going to be doing the exact same. The second version, we'll just kind of get into it. Let me start to get everything mixed up here. We're going to make one base batch. And we're basically just going to put the eggs in right here. And that's going to be part of our liquid. And then we're going to take the Masterpiece and we're going to add some of that to this mixture as well. Now this is basically our base mixture. I'm going to try to get the right consistency out of this by adding the crackers in. Let me get this all mixed up. And then I'll bring you back, and that's basically what Mom's is going to be. We're going to add onion, mix it up with some cracker, mix it up, and that's pretty much it. So let me get that going, and I'll show you guys what that looks like going on the sheet tray. Now that we got everything all good and mixed up, all we really need to do is take this, and I do want to show this too. What you're kind of looking for is this, where it's going to kind of hold and not fall apart. Like that's holding quite a bit of weight. That means the meat's pretty much bound together. So this means it's probably good to go ahead and loaf up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to pop it right on the sheet tray, and from there we just got to form up the loaf. Pretty simple. I like to kind of try not to leave too many gaps and just make it a nice shape. And we'll work with it just a little bit, but that is the gist of it. That's ready to go in. We're going to put it in the smoker today at about 275. Mom would always put this in the oven at about 350 until it was ready to eat. At 165, so that's basically all you need to know about it. Except for there's going to also be a little touch at the end. Let me show you the second version. We'll get to that in just a minute. As for the second version of this, it's basically the same thing. The mix is the same. We just didn't add onion to it because I'm not a huge onion fan. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to place it right on top of a bacon weave. Something about like this. And then from there I want to flatten it out a little bit and kind of make a little bit of a bowl in it. Something along that line. From there, you can take the cheese of your choice, but I'm going to take mozzarella because I think it sounds good to go with what we're doing. We're going to put that in like so. And then we're going to start working this back. Be careful not to pull up your actual bacon weave just yet. But we're going to do the same thing by creating a loaf. We may have to work on our shooting angle here, huh, guys? But now you've basically got a cheese stuffed, really nice little cheese stuffed Then we can pull that to the side. Pull that to the side. And we didn't quite have enough bacon weave, but that's all right. I think everything's going to be just fine. So then from there, I'm going to take this and turn it over. And the last little thing we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of rub on it. This one's now ready for the smoker too. Like I said, 275 in the smoker, 350 in the oven. In the oven, you'll just want to make sure that your bacon's good and crispy. In the smoker, that should color up and get crispy. I'm thinking about 2.5 hours, but I'll let you know at the very, very end exactly how long everything took. And basically the final step that I did was I put a nice layer of barbecue sauce on both of these about half an hour before it was all finished up. But as you can see, we've got some really nice meatloaf here. And it all held together really, really nice. I hope Mom would be proud. I think we ran into a small problem on mine, and that is I think that a lot of the cheese fell out of it. And it does look that way. You can kind of see that in that little piece there. A lot of that was we didn't have the end capped up quite enough. This is still going to be a really, really nice meatloaf with the extra bacon and stuff on it. And again, hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of stuff. If you do, think about liking and subscribing. Tons more food content. And I know this is probably a little dark right now, but the lighting's going to be a lot better here coming soon too. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and try this at home. $20 budget meals. Mom would be proud. Till next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.